what you're doing with the show, and also wish you the best of luck. But also, make sure that you guys watch out for Bitcoin too, because I think that thing's running a little too hot.
Yeah.
So kind of mind your P's and Q's around that. Maybe go for Litecoin or something like that if you want to go and trade in cryptocurrencies, but don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Cool. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I really appreciate Jono. I really appreciate your support. And January 1st, we're going to be doing the studio. And feel free to call anytime we do the call-in show.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, HB.
All right. Have a great night.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. All right. So next caller is 319.
Hi, Hard Bastard. I want to talk about Gary Johnson. I was a libertarian for about 20 years.
Okay.
And I just got tired of him. First of all, he didn't know what a level was.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the Harriet Tubman thing was first. He had to ask his aide who Harriet Tubman was. And then he didn't know what a level was. And then I think he was just there to try to give the election to Hillary. That was my opinion.
Yeah.
I basically let the
Echo
Libertarian Party
available for
over.
playback nearby.
So this is
I voted
recent.
Republican for the first time in my life.
Data scanned. Downloading
In
files.
2016.
The medical staff doesn't have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, me too.
dangerously low on basic
Yeah,
supplies like
Interesting.
painkillers.
So we both
I've got a
did,
plan B here.
voted Republican
There's a
for
nurse
the
I
first time
know,
in 2016.
used to know. He's got a reputation for knowing where to find
How old
hard
are you,
stuff.
hard bastard?
And by
40.
find, I mean,
Um,
who cares what I mean?
Would you say-
Normally, I
I mean, I
wouldn't
kinda
make his
came from the
acquaintance again,
Democratic
but
side.
turns out he's a resource, and we need
I was
those
a registered
meds badly.
Democrat.
Find him. I'd start by checking his apartment.
So because Johnson, I don't see a
Sorry,
lot
go
of
ahead.
people. I don't see a lot of people that. It's interesting that you're bringing up frustration. with
Alert,
Johnson.
an agent
So
has
this
left
isn't
your
even
team.
Kind of like a being disgusted with corporate Democrats. This is just basically someone else.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Or I guess what center left would be Johnson, that you're just fed up with, and you move to the right on. That's interesting.
I wouldn't say I really moved to the right. I just left the Libertarian Party. I think they're sold out. I'll probably vote Libertarian again if they get a different candidate, but not Gary Johnson.
Did you like it? Who was the running mate? I forget his name. Did you like him?
I can't really say I know much about him. I'm not going to pretend I do.
Yeah, I was just
I'm not
curious.
gonna say
I forget the guy's
running
name.
mate.
Yeah, I think he was a Republican at one point.
Almost every Libertarian is a Republican that turns Libertarian that I can think of. I can't think of too many that were not. I really like Terry Brown, but he's been gone for a long time, unfortunately.
It's interesting, and I think if you had like a functioning Democratic Party, then perhaps people that have been disenchanted with libertarians, they could have probably picked up some voters.
Just meet me at the usual
they're
open
completely
139.
non-functional at this point, and it's a boon to the
voted-
Republicans.
I voted for Bill Clinton in 1992 when I turned 18, but he was pretty horrible too. With the whole thing of the Waco, Texas, I regretted voting for him almost right away.
So 2020, you think you're going to go Trump again, or are you going to wait to see what happens with the third-party candidates?
I probably won't vote at all, is my guess, because
Interesting.
I don't like Trump. He's dropped way too many bombs. You know, I'm still libertarian in
Sure.
that I don't agree with the war. We've been dropping bombs for 35 years in the desert. What good's it doing us? How are we any better off?
Yeah, a lot of his supporters did not like the Syria bombing. They really, that was one of the few times where there was almost like a unified call against that. That's interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think what's interesting is that I view like there's a lot of these kind of like free agent voters that are disgruntled with both parties, and the Republicans are picking those people up right now, and the Democrats haven't shown that they have any sort of strategy to try to pick up people. They still have this attitude of like, you should vote for us because we're right, and the Republicans are backwards, and I don't think that'll work.
You'll get this person back
Yeah.
tenfold.
I get so tired of being called a racist for saying I don't like Hillary Clinton.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I get tired of that.
Yeah, the racist or homophobic or well, with Clinton,
All the above.
it was misogynist or sexist, right? It's just,
Yeah. Xenophobic, homophobic, all that stuff.
I think a lot of people are tired of it, and that's why Republicans. And it doesn't seem like the Democrats. It's the same thing, and yeah, people are tired of it. I agree with you. I do have to move on. I have a full lineup here, but I do appreciate the call, and feel free to call back anytime.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, take care. All right, so let's see, where are we at? 7:40 is the next caller. 7:40, you're on the air. Hello, 7:40, you're on the air. Hey, what's up?
Hey, watch your stuff all the time. I love it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Here's my I'd like you to look into this or give me your thoughts on it.
Sure.
You got these sanctuary cities, okay? They don't want to enforce nice laws, okay?
Yeah.
But let a minority top, and they want to bring in old of that problem.
Damn you!
But when the immigration program is to hold people they're illegally, they want to walk.
I don't see the logic behind the sanctuary cities at all. I mean, I view it as two separate. I do view it as two separate issues as far as like police shootings, but I do agree, like, there is a hypocrisy in reaction, because if you're being consistent in your outrage over like innocent people being killed or injustice in the justice system, then obviously people should be massively outraged over what happened with Case Island. That was as egregious as of a ruling that we've had.
As they come.
But there was nothing from almost actually the narrative from the left is
no
Donald Trump.
Keep your eyes
Donald Trump is being racist for having a problem with the verdict. That was the narrative of the media, which is insane.
We need you back in base. Stat.
And look, I mean, and the bottom line is, no one should be able to get away with breaking the law. That's not a good precedent to set. And I think it shows.
Period.
Sure. And I think this is the thing. It's not that. Like, I understand there's people in the country illegally that when they come into the country, they don't break laws. I get that. But you can't show the rest of the world that you're going to let people come in illegally, because then because there's a lot of bad living conditions in other countries, and I understand that, and I empathize with that. But if you let it be known that we'll just take anyone in,